Hey, good morning. How y'all doing? It is Well-Read Beard. We are here for the Pulitzer Project. This is episode 3, where I read the Pulitzer-winning books from 2024 all the way back. This is a co-winner from 2023. This is Trust by Hernan Diaz. It is about a financier and his wife in the early 1900s, 20s, leading up to the stock market crash of 1929, and this guy is kind of at fault for it, but it's told in an odd way to tell the story. Again, the first chapter or the first section of the book is a novel written by someone else that tells us a version of this husband and wife, this financier, and it tells us that it's his fault, that he did a bunch of kind of, I guess, buying techniques that caused the crash anyway. And then so we jump to the next section, and it's kind of a retelling of the same story, and it takes a while to realize we're talking about the same people because they got different names, but it's basically the financier kind of writing his own story. Now in the third section, he hires this young writer to now write his story. He wants to control the narrative. He basically buys the publishing house that put out this other book and has kind of just buried it, and he wants to control his own story. And then the very last section is where our writer finds diaries of the woman, the wife. And so we go through these levels of, okay, the novel that was written, she's crazy, she's psychotic, she dies in a sanatorium in like Switzerland, but she's lost her mind. And then we come to find out that's not the case. She died of cancer, but she very similar. She was all into music and philanthropy and this and that. And then we get to this weird point where, like, this rich guy, it's like he controlled the narrative of her life, and then he's trying to control the narrative afterwards. And he's the financial genius, and she's just his loving, supportive wife. But she did not go crazy. She died of cancer. And then we find the diaries, and you realize that she was the mastermind. She had the financial knowledge. She was the one. And I don't know. So there's a lot there, this relationship between a husband and wife, and kind of controlling, who she was to the public. But it's a cool story, and I don't know how that's possible because I don't care about finance or the 1920s, so I guess that's where the magic comes in. This is Trust by Hernan Diaz.